priority pick and is going to be picked up. Sort of amazing that it made it to the last round of the draft here.
Now this is actually pretty significant. You might say pressure. Olaf just kind of rolled around in their left, and now he's going to get ganked.
He is, but Malrung is here. The ultimatum comes down as Keen has to flash, but immediately he gets out. Two-man Pop Blossom comes in from UCal. Blooming Burst secures the kill, then Dread auto attacks into this bottom outer turret. Dragon is going to fall, but if the first turret is going to go down, yeah, Shelly should be able to make pretty short work of it. Malrung and Kennen are going to be here. No, it's going to be first turret blood going over.
Right now, Afreeca's just getting something, and Jin is investing more people to get the same.
They're a little bit behind the tempo here as far as Jin is concerned. With more people, like you say. However, they're still just taking down this outer turret. They're now reacting to what Afreeca...
Why is that not an Australian dub on the voiceover? Now, there is going to be a
I've got some
Jin
context. We can do that.
Of the LCK in 2019 have Jin Air.
Yep.
But...
Could this be going to land that one? Hookshot's going to come in. Permafrost available, but goes golden. Final chapter gets a lot of work done. Great work holding onto that ultimate, but not going to get the work done. Triple Pop Blossom comes in for UCal. He goes gold as well. Now Tana is going to get ripped to shreds by the feathers of aiming, and I think this might have been the feather that broke the camel's back, Papa Smithy, because Jin are going to lose their turret and probably the Baron.
And this is what happens if you can just draw out the games till your items are done and then get the fight you won. Everything falls into place. Afreeca's on the Baron, and sadly the sins of Jin's inactive early game seem to be causing them a lot of strife.
And it's just so sad because you can see exactly why this is happening as well. It's just a Jin that doesn't have the confidence to make the aggressive plays with this composition. Malrung just barely.
Feels like we could have just talked about nothing and people would have got the most relevant information from this game. The only thing we could hope for that they had been able to level up. Haven't leveled down, but the level up still needs some work. Game ain't over yet, but it does feel like Afreeca Freecs suddenly.
UCal on the bottom side though, and the 1-3-1 possibility, or the 3-1-1 if you want to be specific about or pedantic about where is going to be the place.
Jin out of nowhere only controls minions being pushed into inhibitor turrets, and sometimes not even all of those attempted to engage.
Yeah, Jin looking for it. Featherstorm going to be utilized right now as the redemption is coming in. It saves Callan for a moment, but he eventually does fall down. Keen goes into that stopwatch. The culling completely absorbed, but Grace is able to take down the Camille. It's a 2-for-1 though, and a double kill for aiming. That fresh Infinity Edge just doing so much work as UCal. Blooming Burst, not that much damage onto the tanky Malrung. But Root, that's the Prowling Projectile. Pop Blossom comes in. Not going to do enough, but Permafrost is there, and that's an unofficial triple kill here for the Xayah, and a base obliterated by the Afreeca Freecs.
And look at the gold lead generated by the Baron buff power play 55.
Something like this, it means that that's what they've been practicing. But what it looks like is that we're practicing a very dead Lucian. The redemption comes in, does do a bit of healing, but honestly, UCal's Pop Blossom is worth talking about, and the redemption certainly wasn't. That locks down the kill on the Nautilus. The bottom lane is dead. Only 3 members here of Jin, but they are relegated to this fountain. And in fact, the Jace has decided that he's on his own merry mission, eventually gets back home. So that's 1 Nexus turret remaining, and Keen, he's going to die, but the rest of this base is going to suffer the same fate. Still the Sand Soldiers able to get work done. Nexus is now exposed. UCal very, very low. The flash in from Dread, but the Emperor's Divide is going to be there. They don't kill Grace in enough time, but they're whittling them down. You can see the amount of damage coming out from the Afreeca Freecs. And that's going to be Sandin with the Prowling Projectile. Dread, you can see the hopping little piggy as the Nexus falls down, and Afreeca Freecs go up one. Jin will have those follow-up options as Dread is going to head towards that very popular Silas jungle here on 9-13.
And the reason that people were in... This is all pretty straightforward.
I wonder what Afreeca want to do, guys. That's just the flash forward. Tana is just dead. And Keen just takes matters into his own hands, and it's all too easy. Turret plates now should be going down in favor of Keen. He'll grab at least one of them.
On the bot side.
It's called Flash from Root. They get the knock up here. It's a great playback. Pretty early as far as eating that grey health is concerned. It's most likely that he's going down, and he is. Is available eventually. Crystalline Exoskeleton goes down. Good avoidance there as both of them impale each other. Afreeca successfully get themselves out, but Keen, he wants to go back forward. Pop Blossom onto 2 members. UCal luckily is able to get out, but the play is God tier. The Silas is dead, but Keen is not. The low health bars of Jin are so much, but it's not enough to lock down.
Never a bad time to hug a loved one. Speaking of hugging loved ones,
well, that's the hug that Aiming did not want. As Kellen is going to go aggressive. The death sentence didn't work, and he's just going to fall. UCal now in a great position as Root goes golden, but is the rest of Jinna able to turn up? The answer's no. UCal just throws a whole lot of blades at him. Tana now with the Pop Blossom lands it onto one. UCal is going to go down. Dread very deep in the backline as Senin goes gold. Aiming just not quite enough damage as Grace dancing around in the head. And that can be a really big problem here as the Ocean Drake, not really the priority, but Afreeca wanting to start off this fight. That is a very aggressive play, but look at the huge Crocodile in the backline, now replaced by the Ninja. The smoke screen goes down, perfect execution. Is it that? The Shuriken backflip sure says so. Does he have the next execution? No, he doesn't. Keen's going to dive forward. The flay's good from Kellen. It is going to be the Skarner falling, and that's all
through the mid lane. They're going to take down this turret. It looked good, and I'm sure from the Jin episode, you know what? I believe in him.
Well, I mean, Aiming has done it in the past, and as we can see, ask and you shall receive. Papa Smithy is the Callista's going to be able to lock down that kill. Dread now. It's his turn to die. The knock up, the CC train is going to be there. The Afreeca Freecs, I mean, answering us at that particular point in time was not exactly what we really wanted, despite the fact that we're making jokes about it.
And yet consistency is one of the few things Afreeca Freecs can't deliver. They can deliver the high highs, the low lows that you're giggling about. Will very often happen. Ezreal went for a bit of an exploration. Wanted to see all of the map, wanted to write stories about it. He was probably halfway through a block.
Now it's Keen's turn as he's slicing and dicing. Grace, though, he's going down very, very low. Senin gets the Devour and he throws the Crocodile once again back in there. Aiming is back now. 5-point strike. But otherwise it's going to be okay. That's a great flawless duet.
Akali shows her counter to Aurelia.
Yeah.
Waiting. Speaking of waiting.
Yeah, that's going to be the Impale. Oh, God, okay. The Devour did eventually come in there, I think, as Aiming does come out. Tana into the back line. Too many golden targets, but the Tahm Kench not going to be so lucky. Dread in trouble. Keen now with so many sticks in him. He's definitely going down. Not going to be enough dominance to help him out there, and Kellen threads the needle. UCal, you got 5 members that you can try and kill here. He gets one of them. Can he get 2? 5-point strike, not enough. And Grace, complete. They're going to lose. Do it without doing just weird stuff and then losing the game. Do it with like take Fate's call.
I know. Oh God. We could have some interactions here.
We could have definitely some interactions, and already the Afreeca Freecs have certainly trialed some of these interactions.
Isn't it kind of sad that Dread bound to Aiming to come back to the previous point?
Yeah. Well, isn't it kind of sad that he also went straight to this hook and impaled and dead? The pick potential of this composition is certainly big, but just didn't need to be there. You can see the Afreeca Freecs. Also, Jin are really good at losing games, so let's not take that away from them, right? They can still potentially
League of Legends.
Yeah.
You can't see them, but they're probably still there.
Well, True Shot Barrage try and get Aiming an assist here as Dread tries to get forward. Are we going to have another Skarner hug is the question. No, the Abscond is going to land. Yes, we are! They're going to hug each other in the middle as Dread is going to be the first one to go down. Good knock up onto Keen, who dives into the backline. They're looking to try and get the damage done, but the slice and dice is used defensively, and the Afreeca Freecs are falling.
Come on, Jenna, get in there!
UCal can't do
any poke though, UCal. No ultimate, but still going to be annoying.
Yeah, the smoke screen is going to make things really rough as Kellen, he's down very, very low. Tana with a shapeshifter. It is going to be the Thresh falling. Malrung very healthy. Supposed to go.
I'm the skeptic.
Yeah, well, that's the hook landing onto Senin. A lot of gray health though, and they have to get through it. Flashes over the Vanguard's edge. As the Lantern is going to be taken, and now it's the Afreeca Freecs' turn to start off this fight. Tana going down very low. The Impale is going to happen. It's onto UCal. That's a lot of damage now missing. Fate's Call not going to get any knockups, as immediately the stopwatch is going to be used. Keen still hasn't committed to anything just yet, but the Dominus has been popped, as that's not the real Tana. Kellen going down very low as Aiming is going to get devoured. He's going to be okay as finally Keen dives into the backline, and this time he's going to find the kill, but eventually is going to go down. All right, True Shot Barrage is going to come forward. UCal waiting in the wings. Grace now finds himself in there as Aiming. Fate's Call's there from Dread. Tana goes golden and isn't able to get the Pop Blossom off. It's a bit of a disaster here as Keen very low, and UCal Shuriken backflip away from Malrung is going to close the gap. The ultimate is going to come forward. Oh no, the Blazgoon condemns the Thresh, but the Fate's Call is going to keep him alive.
A lot just happened. Yeah, trading places happened. The Akali thought she was going to get a double kill, got none, got out, flashed. The Baron, though, could die here. Marung's still around. Let's look at the levels. Level 14 on both junglers. A TP comes in. Get those lungs ready, Atlas.
Yeah, notice the fact that Senin does have the smite. So double smite available for the Afreeca Freecs, not a true 50-50. Vanguard's Edge flies into nothingness. Keen just trying to play clean up as aiming. A lot of damage now available. The Baron secured by the Afreeca Freecs. It's a secondary smite that does it now as aiming's looking for Grace. Splash has to be used. Root dies as an afterthought as now the Abyssal Voyage comes in. The slice, the dice, the very dead Aurelia, and the Thresh is going to die as well. Actually, King getting a whole lot of value out of his Titanic Hydra there.
Notable voice here. I also would have gone team fight in this game.
That's true, that's true. He's got a GA now. He's got a heck of a lot of damage. He's got a lot of survivability.
A lot of creeps too, as we've been ARAMing a lot, so understandably we will have some CS discrepancies in areas, and Tana went for those extra roams. They're looking to break the base. This will be the first base turret being broken at 37 minutes.
Yep, 3-1-1 is going to be the call here for the Afreeca Freecs as Jin Air, they're going to try and engage on the 3. Teleport is going to come forward. The Tahm Kench is going to be the option. The Fate's Call, the Devour, all of the different buttons. Press to get aiming to safety as Tana once again goes for the flank and just gets decimated before anything can happen. And now the one-man wrecking crew, otherwise known as Kane, he's going to join this fight, and now UCal's able to team with him. Afreeca Freecs, they found their rhythm, and they're probably going to find a Game 2 victory.
Seems like the rumors the Glad Plane were greatly exaggerated. Game number 2, game number 1, more competitive than you might have imagined, but Afreeca Freecs just about get over the line. But they made it damn hard for themselves.
Yep, they did. Afreeca Freecs, honestly, I mean, if Jin Air weren't going to win this game, I don't know which games they are going to win, because Afreeca Freecs threw it to them as many times as possible. They didn't even have the ball, and they were still making the motion of trying to throw that over to them. As the Nexus falls down, not a lot of Afreeca fans going to be very excited about this game, but game number 1
How dominant Dam1 Gaming were, and look at this ladder now. Dam1 Gaming, second place, Griffin first place. Show this to someone in spring of 2018, which wasn't that.
I was requesting something else, but we are going to have the MVP interview. So let's go down and let's leave it to Ji-sun for some translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Ji-sun with today's last interview translation, and we'll be joined by Yuka Aiming from Afreeca. You guys are on the potential playoff rankings, so how was today's game? Watching Rift Rivals matches, and we were taking some rest, and we were preparing for the LCK games. And since it was the last game for the first round, it's really happy that we wrapped up the first round with a winning streak. And Aiming, I like your new hair and new style. And today, you picked up MVP on your Ezreal, so how do you feel right now? Yeah, same, because it was the last game for the first round. I'm really happy. So I just want to keep this to roll on till the end of the summer split. Well, we saw NoFake giving you a lot of feedback after game number 2. What did he say? Well, I was making some mistakes in the middle of games, so he taught me how to get rid of those mistakes. Did it help you a lot? Yeah, I was rushing a little bit in that timing, so he told me to kind of chill and remain relaxed in the middle of the games. Well, game number 2 was really close. I want to talk about that first. Well, Junior's fight back was really strong in game number 2, and as you said, there were some mistakes in games, so how did you cope with the situation? The game number 2, we had lots of plans and thoughts in our minds, so that's why we ended up having so many mistakes. So we just trying to end up with one conclusion, playing games and performances. And the Baron team fight was the point that you guys were able to gain that momentum. Well, you guys were not in a very safe situation, but you guys did go all in for that Baron. So what was going on over there? It was a little bit of a risky decision, right? So what was going on? Whose call was that? Well, I told my teammates that I can push the opponents away, so just try the Baron. And Dread also saved you with the stolen ultimate, and Dread did have a little bit of a hard time in game number 2. So what did it say? Well, he told me he's gonna steal the Kallista's ultimate, so he told me he's gonna save me with that. So I think that's how we got that maybe satisfying results. So Yuka, you played Nico in game number 1, which is a very mainstream champion currently. But this was your first Nico game, so does it connect with you really well? Well, I actually thought Nico was not a good champion, but after seeing Faker playing it, I was so impressed, so I practiced it a lot, and it connects me really, really well, so that's why I played it today. I can see the love to Faker from Yuka again. So we have this highlight. You were pretending that you are Sejuani and you're landing 4-man stun with your ultimate. So you weren't really joining the fight right after. You were actually hiding in the brush. I was hiding in that brush. I knew that they didn't have any wards. I checked it already, so I knew that I will be able to kind of make a great flank. So Afreeca ended up the first round and the 5th rank. Well, however, you guys seemed really powerful in the beginning of the summer split, so 5th place is not that satisfying result, right? So any resolution for the second round? I think we really need to make a revenge. And people call us Afreeca as a fight freaka, so I don't want that to happen again. So I just want to climb up higher in the second round. Aiming, any message regarding the second round? We always face Griffin as our first opponent, and they are really a tough one. So if we take them down, it will be a really great motivation for us to do well in the rest of the split. So I just want to do our best and pick up great results. So this will be the end of the interview with Yuka, aiming for Afreeca, and I'm